What's going on, everybody? J.R. Fisher here, and it is a Wednesday, March 10th, 2021. Can you believe that we're already halfway through March after going through 2020 and all the stuff we had to do? Oh my gosh, it's just so weird. I don't know, it's just so surreal. Good to see everybody today. Hey, Anna May Love. What's going on, James? People are starting to trickle in a little bit. And today I want to talk a little bit about productivity. However, these sessions are really for you guys. So if you have any questions about making money online, I want to address them in these morning sessions for you. I want to help you out. I want you to have a business to where you don't have to wake up and go see your boss every day, right? That's a terrible feeling. And even if you love your boss, it's really, really nice to get up and do what you want to do every day. And that's kind of what we're talking about today. Is we're going to talk about what we want to do. James says loud and clear. Thank you so much, James. I appreciate you letting me know that. Oh yeah, I've already given you a thumbs up. You are the man, James. You really are. Also, don't forget, guys, do subscribe if you haven't done so far. There's a big subscribe button down there. Make sure you click that. Make sure you bell notifications, all your bell notifications, so that you're notified every single time I go live, every single time I upload a video. I want to make sure you guys know about that. We're going to be talking all about productivity today, and productivity is a weird thing because I think we tend to look at productivity as something that we got to be perfect at. We got to do everything just right. We always got to do everything just perfect, and that's just not the case, guys. It's just not the case. I mean, you can't be perfect all the time. It's impossible to do that. What you can do is you can plan things out. You can decide, what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. But the one thing I want to tell you before we get into all this productivity stuff is give yourself a break. You're not always going to be able to do everything. It's just not going to happen. I mean, it's easy. It's really easy to plan a great day. It's easy to plan a workout at the gym. But when you get to the gym and you got to do the workout, it gets a little bit tougher than what you think. So, I want you to be, the number one thing I would tell you is be kind to yourself when you're planning out this productivity thing. Please do that. Cameron, what's going on? Hi, I am open. School is open. Oh, okay. You're a little bit late. It's okay. It's okay. There's no rules here, guys. You come and go as you please. You take what you want. You enjoy what you want. And I want to talk to you about some of these experts out there that we see getting so much done. I was reading about Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is a really interesting guy, I think, because he gets so much accomplished. But he has time to have fun and do other stuff too. He spends about 30 minutes every day when he first gets up going through his critical emails, which means deleting junk. So if you want to get through to somebody's inbox, I will tell you, don't send them an email first thing in the morning. Send it after like 10 or 11 or after lunch or something like that. Because most people, and I'm the same way, I get up first thing in the morning, and the thing I want to do is get rid of all the things that are going to hinder my day, and that is crappy emails. So I get rid of all those things. Some of the other people I read about, Arianna Huffington. She's a pretty interesting person. She gets up at 5 a.m. every single day. She does her cardio, she does her tennis and all that stuff. Richard Branson's the same way. He's a 5 a.m. guy, gets up early and does some exercise in the morning. And I'll also tell you, when you listen to what these people do, like let's say Richard Branson gets up and goes for a run and does tennis and all that, that doesn't mean you have to do that. That's just what he does. That's what works for him. I get up before everybody else in the household in the morning, and I like to get a little bit done, or maybe I'll relax or whatever I want to do, but I get that done because I have that time for myself. As far as exercising, I don't want to exercise first thing in the morning. I am not interested in that. So what I do is I do my lunch, and then right after lunch, I'll do a little bit of work, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, let my lunch settle, and then I'll do my workout. Now, I will tell you, it's important to get these things done, but you don't have to be Richard Branson. You don't have to be Elon Musk. You don't have to be Oprah Winfrey, okay? You can just be you, and that's okay. We're just trying to be more productive, and I think just the act of trying to be productive will make you more productive. It will. So I want to go over some of the things. I made some notes, so I may look down here a little bit. I think the number one thing I will tell you guys is you got to exercise. I don't care who you are. I don't care what age you are. I don't care what your goal is in life. You've got to exercise. It's just got to be done. It sucks. You know, people say, well, I just don't feel like it, JR. It's not something I like doing. Well, neither do I. But you know what? You got to do it. That's the only way you're going to stay healthy. If you don't use this body that was given to you, it's going to fall apart. It just will. I mean, that's how it works. If it's not used, because your body looks at it and says, well, if you're not going to use this arm for anything, what's the point in having a muscle on it? We'll just go ahead and break down that muscle because it's not being used anyhow. That's a waste. So if you don't use all these different parts of your body and you don't exercise, you know, what are you going to do? Your body says, I don't need it, I don't need it. You want to have some sort of calendar as far as what you're going to get accomplished. Like I know today I'm going to be shooting videos. That's what I'm going to be doing all day long, shooting videos for you guys. And I don't mind doing that, but it's going to eat up my entire day. I'm not going to be able to do anything else. Matter of fact, I won't even be able to work out today. This is one of the few days I don't work out because I got to do videos, and it's like from early morning to late afternoon, early evening that I'm going to have to shoot videos. Today I have 12 to do. 12 videos is a lot of videos. Let me get a sip here real quick. And mine aren't as intricate as some of them. You know, I was watching a couple of videos last night, and I mean, they have an edit like every 2 or 3 seconds. I don't have that. I don't have edits every 2 or 3 seconds. Mine is more informational. However, I have a really high CPM, which is cost to advertise on my channel. It's around $40, you know, and some people are like $5 or $6. So mine is pretty high, which is really good because the type of people that are advertising on my channel obviously are financial type things and stocks and investments and that type of thing. But back on to this scheduling and stuff. If you're not sure about which task to schedule first, and I talked about this the other day, I'm going to tell you to eat the frog. Eat the frog. Okay, and here's how this works. If you've got something that has to be done, but it's the most painful thing out of all the things you want to do, okay? It is the one thing that you're like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Eat the frog. Eat the frog means as soon as you get up, do that thing. Whatever it is, that one thing that you don't want to do for the day, just go ahead and get it done because it'll make the rest of the day a whole lot easier. And what I mean by that is, let's say you've got to, I don't know, write a chapter in your book and it's really hard for you and you don't want to do it, or, you know, record a video or whatever that case is. And you say, well, you know what? I'm going to do some other stuff first and then I'm going to get to that later on in the day. Now, this is nagging on your brain throughout the whole day. You're like, oh my God, I got to write that chapter later on. Oh my God, I got to write that chapter. I guess I'll do it right after lunch. And then lunch comes and you eat lunch. You're like, well, I've got to get these emails done first. I'm going to do those. And then after I get those emails done, then I'm going to write that chapter. And then it gets to be dinner time. You're like, oh my God, it's just dinner time. Let me eat first. Maybe I'll do it this evening. And then it never gets done. And that's the scary part. So when you've got this one thing that's got to be done, eat the frog. Just eat the frog. If you got to eat a frog, do it first thing in the morning. Get it knocked out. Let's see. Now your videos have ads. Yeah, they've always had ads. They've always had ads, unfortunately. But fortunately for me, I get paid on them. So that's the good thing. I like that. Take some time off during the day. And what I mean is the Pareto Principle, and I don't know if you know about it, but basically it says work for a chunk of time and then take some time off. So maybe you work for like 50, 60 minutes and then take 10 or 15 minutes off. And you'll be more productive. Instead of working for 3 hours straight, get up, walk around. You know, I have a dog and she's just the most awesome dog in the world. So I can get up and just, you know, stop what I'm doing and jump down on the floor and get a toy and play with her for 10 minutes, you know, or 5 minutes, whatever it is. And that's going to make me more productive when I go back to what I'm doing. Now, you guys, if you clicked on this video today and you were expecting this really rigid way of planning out your day, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I believe that you got to get stuff done, and there's certain things you got to get done every day. And if you got to get those things done, get them done in the morning. But you know, you can adjust your day. And I also don't believe that you need to get up at 4 a.m. to beat everybody else, because what happens is you get tired and you go to bed earlier. So what have you done? You're still up the same number of hours. Most of the people, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, a lot of these people will tell you they get up when they feel like it. Now, that doesn't mean they sleep to noon every day. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they don't have alarm clocks. I don't have an alarm clock. I don't set an alarm clock. My body knows when to get up, and when it's rested, it gets up. 6:30, 7:30, that's when I get up every single day. And my body knows that. And sometimes, you know, I'll wake up at 6 and I'm like, nah, I don't want to. You know, and I'll get up when I want. But throughout the day, I try to stay really productive, really productive. It's like, what am I getting done? What am I accomplishing? And I don't want to have a day, this is what will really slow you down. I don't want to have a day where I'm just keeping up. In other words, just processing the orders that are coming in and just getting the things done that need to get done, and I'm not growing anything else. So every day I want to look at growing something else, whether it's creating new content for my channel, whether it's building a new funnel, whether it's coming out with a new product. I want to have some of my efforts during the day that are focused on creating something more than what's already going on. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, put something in the comment section. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but put that in the chat section there. Where did you get the concept of eating that frog? I believe it was Mark Twain that came up with eating the frog. It was not me. I think it was Mark Twain that came up with it. I did some research on that, but you can look in there, eat the frog, and I think it's Mark Twain. And he basically said this. He said, if you've got to eat a frog, eat it first thing in the morning. And if you've got to eat 2 frogs, eat the biggest one first. So he's basically saying, take the worst thing that you got to do and knock it out. Get it out of the way. Okay, and I apologize if it's not the right person. I'm pretty sure it's Mark Twain that did that. And he was a very productive person. So, that's something you can do. Schedule. I like scheduling calls and meetings always in the afternoon. I don't want to have a meeting first thing in the morning. I don't like that. It messes up my day. So, and I will tell you this, I have very, very few calls and almost no meetings. Almost no meetings. And the concept of a meeting is kind of weird to me. I was in the corporate world, and we used to have like 2 or 3 or 4 meetings a week that were corporate, and then I had a meeting every single day with my sales staff. Maybe the sales staff one was productive because I was in there teaching them how to sell. I was helping them out. But I know the corporate ones during the week, where most of them were a waste of time. We got together, we had a lunch, we would converse with each other, we would compare each other's numbers, which I never got that. Like your location's doing this and our location's doing this. So what? You're better than me, I'm better than you. What's the point? And we would move around inventory that got old, which was really ridiculous. I think most of those corporate meetings were stupid. I don't like meetings, never have liked meetings. Now, that's not to say I don't talk to people. I have somebody doing some web development for me now, and I'll send him a message in the afternoon, and he's in India, so he'll respond to me late at night. And we just go back and forth and we get stuff done. But we don't need to sit and talk for 30 minutes. It's just a waste of time. I don't like meetings, never have liked meetings. Nobody's been able to prove to me they do any good anyhow. Now, let's see here. I want to look at some of the other notes I put down here. Avoid decisions. Avoid decisions. A lot of people, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, they like to avoid decisions. So the number one decision that a lot of people have to make every day is, what am I going to put on? What kind of clothes am I going to put on? How am I going to dress? And that's why, being in the corporate world, you got to worry about that. So if you notice, Zuckerberg wears a hoodie almost all the time. And Steve Jobs wore, a t-shirt and jeans, and he wore the same thing every single day. He cut out that decision. And some of these decisions really don't do you any good. What shirt I have on right now is not going to help you be more productive. So I cut out a lot of those decisions. Now, when I shoot videos today, I'm going to have a nice dress shirt on because it looks appropriate for the videos. But generally, I don't worry about what I put on every day. I'm generally going to put on a workout shirt and workout shorts because that tells me that I've got to work out, right? If I've got that stuff on, it's kind of silly to walk around in workout clothes all day and not work out. So it's my way of just, programming my brain. This is what you got to do today. Let's see here. Look at some of the comments. James, what you got going on? I thought the Pareto claim that 20% of effort created 80% of results. It does. You're correct about that. It's an 80-20 rule. But you can also do that with your time too, where you schedule your time. That's another branch of it, if you would. But I certainly believe in that, and I know for a fact that probably 80% of my income comes from 20% of my efforts. So the real key is to figure out the right 20%. To focus on that 20%, because 80% of the things I do is a waste of my time. I know it. 80% of the things I do is a waste of my time. So I try to trim that down. I try to get that accurate, and it's a really hard thing to do. Let's see here. Morad, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in there. Let me look at some more of my notes that I had for you guys here. Keep your routine flexible. Oh my gosh, yes. Keep your routine flexible. I hate having a day, and don't schedule your entire day to where it's booked. If you schedule your entire day to where it's booked and you come up with a creative idea, you won't have time to do anything about it. Okay, so I like to have part of my day, it's not scheduled. Part of my day I can do something. Now today is pretty scheduled because I got to do videos, and that starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time, always starts at the same time. But the finish time is always a little different. It could take me till 5 o'clock. It could take me till 3:30. I don't know. I don't know because I don't have any mistakes I'm going to make. How many times I got to do a video over and over again. But whatever extra time I've got in there, I'm going to devote it to Digital Course Designer, which is a new course I have coming out, which teaches you guys how to do courses. I have an email sequence that I'm building on that. I have some sales pages I'm building on that. I have some videos I have to record on that. I have videos I have to edit on that. So I've got those extra things that are going to help me build my base of income, but that's going to be at the end of the day, and I'm going to make some time for that. It doesn't matter what time I finish today. Like, you know, I don't say, well, at 5 o'clock I quit working. It's not how it works. The way it works is today I'm going to do my videos, and if I finish at 5, that's great, but I've still got to work on these other things. So, you know, after dinner or before dinner, I'm going to have to work on these other things for Digital Course Designer because I want to get that in. If I finish at 3:30 and I want to work from 3:30 to 5 or 6 and then quit, I can do that. But I got to get those two things done. I got to do my videos and I got to work on Digital Course Designer. Those are the two things I got to get done. Let's see here. Do you remember how to tie a Windsor knot on your tie? I do, James. I had to do that for many years. I can do a half and a full Windsor knot. And I had to wear a tie for many years, and I hated it. YouTube knows you better. Not quite sure what you mean by that, Cameron. YouTube knows you better. I guess they know what you're watching. Is that what you're saying? They know what you're watching. So let me look at some of my other stuff, other notes I put in here for you guys. Relax in the evening. Best time to relax. Relaxing during the day will make you want to take a nap. It will. It'll make you want to take a nap. Not that I haven't been guilty of that on a Sunday every now and then, you know, at around 1:30, 2 o'clock, right after lunch, take a little nap. That happens every now and then, but I never do that during the week, ever, never do that during the week. I know that's going to really slow me down. Put in the chat section. Tell me what you're doing to be productive. Tell me what you've done to be productive. Tell me what's worked out for you. I want to hear your input on that. I'm very interested in that. Is this helping you out? Is this helping you understand what you need to do every single day? I'm also growing the beard here. Do you think I should grow the beard all the way out? I don't know. My wife loves this beard. It's so gray. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm getting a lot of emails offering coaching courses. What's your opinion? Well, I can't tell you, and I can't tell you because I don't know who they are. I know one thing. If somebody is offering coaching constantly, they probably don't have any clients, and that's a sign of something. I have done coaching. I'm not offering it right now, but generally most of my coaching comes from people approaching me. It's a little bit different, and I'm very selective about that. And here's why I'm selective, James, and this is something that I think is really, really important, is because I only want people who are going to be very successful. Now, why would I only want people who are going to be very successful? I only want those people because if they're not successful, that reflects on my coaching. So if I take somebody on and I feel like they're not going to do the work, or they're not going to put forth the effort, or they don't have the type of personality that's going to, you know, get success, I would never coach them. I would never try to teach them to have that personality. I want people who are already a little bit successful at stuff, because I want that to reflect on me positively. And I'm gonna, you know, it's self-centered a little bit, but I'm gonna have a whole lot more luck with people who've already had some successes than people who've never accomplished anything in their lives at all. Because those people probably aren't going to be successful with me. No matter what I do, no matter what I teach them, no matter what I give them, they're not going to apply it. They're not going to do it, and that's going to make me look bad. So I don't want that. I only want successful people, and I just want to make them more successful. So that's my theory about coaching. I think most of the coaching out there is BS. I think first off, coaching is not profitable at all. I can make a whole lot more money by working on me and my stuff than helping somebody else work on their stuff. Okay, Not to say I wouldn't do it with the right person, but I can't count how many times people will say, hey, JR, I've got this great idea for a business. If you help me out and we market it, I'll give you half of it. I'll give you, 60% of my business if you help me and we make a bunch of money. I'll split it with you. And that's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Why is it ridiculous? Because if I've got something I can work on, why don't I just do it myself and keep 100%? Why would I give them half and teach them how to do it? It makes no sense. They think somehow they're doing me a favor. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I could just go do that thing. If I know how to do that thing and teach you how to do that thing, why would I split it with you? Why would I do that? I would just keep it all for myself. There's no point in doing that when I can take my efforts and they're a whole lot more productive than your efforts. Makes no sense. But I get that a lot. I can't count how many times I've gotten that email or that call or somebody saying, I'll split my business with you if you just help me, grow it. There's no point in me doing that. No point. Now, the one thing I do on coaching is I'll coach somebody on what they need to do in their business, and I charge them a flat fee. I'll do that. But the other stuff, no, not interested, not at all. So that's my kind of take on productivity, guys. And I've got to be productive today, so I can't go but so long today, because if I go too long, then I won't be productive. That's not smart. Put in the comments there. What do you think? Tell me about you being productive and what you've done and how you've done it. And I wanted to look up something else here. James had said something, and it reminded me of something here. And let's see here. I'm trying to find it. Gabriel, Xavier, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. Very good to see you here. And I want to find that one principle that James was talking about, because I had done some research. It's a Pomodoro technique. So let me put this in here, James. This is you said Pareto, which is another one, but this is called the Pomodoro. Technique. And if you look that up, that is where you work for a while and then take a break. Nique. Okay. This is work for a while, take a break. You can look that one up there and see what it is. I've had whiskers for 44 years. Wow. After a while, you forget about them. Whiskers save time, and I don't have to wonder where's my razor. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, when this gets long, I like trim here, and I'll trim here and around my neck, and that almost takes more time than just shaving. It just almost takes more time. Shaving is a colossal waste of time. And every time I say it to my wife, she's like, well, I got to do my legs. And I'm like, okay, that's a lot more work than me just doing my face. But it does take, either way takes time. And then when it gets too long, you got to be really careful about eating. You got to wash your face after you eat. It's this, I don't know. But she likes it, so I'll see what I can do with that. There's the Pomodoro technique right there, and then there's the Pareto Principle. So there's two different things going on here that we were talking about. I want to make sure I had that right for you guys. So put in that chat section, what do you do to make yourself more productive? Cameron, I want to know. James, I want to know. Gabriel, I'm calling you guys out. Put Morad, what do you do to be more productive? I want to know what you're doing to be more productive. Who else we got there? Anime Love, I haven't heard you since the beginning. Put in there what you do to be more productive. And here's the thing, guys, you're not just telling me, you're telling everybody else in there. And when you're telling everybody else, you're actually helping everybody else. And when you help everybody else, guess what? It comes back to you. It does come back to you. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be from somebody in this group, but you just putting out that energy of helping somebody, I'm telling you, it's going to come back to you in the form of more help, in the form of more income. This is just a universal thing. Put help out in the universe and help will come back to you. You got to do this. If you ever notice somebody who's never helping anybody else, they rarely have any good things happen to them. It's just a principle of the world. It's the way, this yin and yang thing, whatever you want to call it, the way it works. So that's why I'm doing these lives all the time. I want to help you guys out because I know it'll come back to me. Maybe not from you, maybe not from somebody you know, but it will come back to me in a positive energy, in a positive way. Let's see here. James says, I also watched a video about Lulu video editing app for cell phones. What's your opinion? I don't think you need it. I don't think you do. I don't think a lot of the free apps that you can get. Now that if that's a free one, I'm all in. But I mean, I wouldn't pay for anything. I mean, you can use iMovie if you have Apple, and that's free. And then you can use Movie Maker if you have Microsoft, and that's free. Will they do 10 or 15 tracks? No. But if you get to the point where you're doing a whole bunch of tracks, then you go ahead and buy something like Camtasia. I think Camtasia is probably the best video editing software there is on the market. I don't ever edit on my phone. You're just not going to get the quality. You're just not going to get it. Not on your phone. You're not going to get that kind of quality. Cameron says, sir, I am having courses on graphic designing. Good. That's very good. And you know what? You'll get good at it. And you know what? If you keep doing it, you'll make money. And I know you've already made some money, so I'm not saying you haven't. I don't know. Gabriel says, webinars maybe? Yeah, that's a good way. Webinars are very good, and I have a couple of those coming out. Matter of fact, some of the ads that you'll see running is one of my webinars. Kind of like karma, Gabriel says. Yeah, it is karma. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but it is true. It is true that if you put this good energy out into the world and you do these things for other people and you help other people, it's going to come back to you. And you say, well, JR, I did some nice things the other day and it's been a week and I haven't had any nice things happen to me. Give it time. Give it time. It doesn't work that way. It's not like I'm going to do a nice thing in the morning for somebody and help somebody out, and then by noon I'll have a nice thing back. It doesn't work that way. And sometimes it builds up. Maybe you're going to do really cool things for a lot of people for months and nothing happens, and all of a sudden, bam, one day you have a huge payday, or somebody really helps you out in a really cool way. But I can tell you, just by doing these things, just by helping other people out and putting this good energy out, people see that and they gravitate towards you and they want to be around you, and they want that energy. They want the kind of person that's really kind to other people, because you know what? Every one of us is struggling a little bit. Every one of us got issues, got problems. And it's not a comparison of my problems and your problems, because whatever your problems are big to you, right? I could look over there and go, that's nothing, that's no big deal. I've got this problem over here. You don't have a big deal. But that's not true, because it's big for you. So whatever issues you got going on, it's big to you, and it means a lot to you, because that's your world. You got nothing else to compare it to. It's your world. So whatever your issues are, and if you come along as an outsider and you help somebody who's having a hard time or having a difficult time, and you're kind to them, man, it means so much. And I can't tell you how good it makes you feel. When I have somebody send me a message that they made a ton of money, or that they really got a lot of value out of something, if you put something like in there and you say you got some value out of this, that makes me feel great. It really does. So it makes it all worthwhile. Let's see here. James says, today I am doing an Amazon review. Awesome. Is that on a product you bought, or are you just reviewing something? I'm curious on that one there. Cameron says, and after that I will tell other people, like my cousins. Good idea. Yeah, share it with other people. And I got to get to Pakistan, man. I watched a video, Cameron, look up Luke Martin on YouTube, and he's in Pakistan right now, and he's doing this food tour, and he's going through it. Oh my gosh, the food looks so good. He's doing a lot of the street food stuff. Well, that's what he does, street food. Man, it looks good. James Reed, Lulu is a free app in the Play Store. Let me look it up, James. I can do that right here before I end today. I want to kind of see. There's the App Store. Because sometimes I answer too quick, right? I got to check myself. Lulu editing. I'll put editing. See if I can find it. Lulu editing. I can't find it. It's not in my App Store. All I got is Chewy. I don't know. Appreciate your concern, peace, and blessings always. Thank you so much, James. Gabriel says, what do you think about drop shipping or drop servicing? I love it. I do it every single day. I drop ship for other people. I have stuff drop shipped for me. It's been around forever. Everybody's acting like it's this new way of selling. It's not. I mean, most of the things you buy on the Costco website are drop ship. Most of the things you buy on the Home Depot website are drop ship. Most of the things you buy on the Target website are drop ship. That's just something you do. 90% of the products we sell at Survivalcave Food, I drop ship for other people. They don't have those products. They just put them on their site. So I think it's awesome. If we put our problems in a pile, we'd be happy to take back our own problems. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of truth to that. And you know, there's always somebody worse off than you. My father used to tell me that. My dad passed away when I was 19 years old, but he used to always tell me, no matter how bad your situation is, somebody else has it worse. And they do, and they do. And you say, well, wait a second, JR, I'm dying of cancer and I've only got a week to go. Well, there's somebody who died last week of cancer. They would love to trade places with you and have another week. So whatever it is that you've got going on, there's always somebody worse off. Just be thankful that, you know, what the situation you've got. When you come to Pakistan, meet me. I certainly will. But I know Pakistan's a big place, right? So I'd have to figure out where to go in Pakistan and all that. But man, it's the people look really cool there. They seem so kind and inviting. And Cameron, really seriously, look up Luke Martin in Pakistan. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. I'll hold it up to the screen here because I've been watching the heck out of him. I mean, his stuff is really good, and he really is entertaining. Let me see here. Luke Martin, Pakistan. There it is. And I'm going to hold that up there. Check that out, Cameron. That's what I've been watching. And maybe you know about some of that. Put a comment in there if you know about him. But that one video is a month old. He got 203,000 views. But you can see there's another one in Pakistan. There's a two right there in Pakistan. Let's see, tomorrow, Gabriel says he's going to go to Pakistan tomorrow. Well, what the heck? What the heck? Or else he's telling me to go there tomorrow. Can't go tomorrow. Got too much stuff to do. All right, guys, I guess I'll shut it down. I don't know where Paul is today. Where the heck's Paul? Paul, if you watch this later on, you were absent, young man. You need to be in here. I don't know where you're at. You must have a life outside of me. And that's okay. You can certainly do that. Guys, let me know what you thought of the training today. Let me know how productive you're going to be today by putting it in that chat section. Now, you may be watching this after I went live, and that's cool. Make sure you put your comments in the comment section, which will be right below the video. I also do have a free course in the description section. You can grab that by clicking on it. No credit card required. Tikka, yes. Tikka masala. Is that what that is? Tikka masala? I love tikka masala. And matter of fact, I had dosas yesterday. Anybody know what a dosa is? I had dosa for lunch yesterday with potatoes and vegetables. Love dosas. Really good stuff. And I guess that's technically an Indian thing. I don't know if that's in Pakistan. Put in there if you have dosas, Cameron, in Pakistan. But man, dosas are good. This one place makes them here in San Diego, and it's, oh my God, they're so good. And it's huge, and they roll it all up with all the stuff, the potato mix on the inside, and man, it's good. Anyhow, can't have dosas today. They're a little bit fattening. They come with all the different sauces on the top, you know, and this metal pan that's just really good. I think drop shipping is a school for entrepreneurs. Yeah, but I mean, some people make their whole career of drop shipping, you know? I mean, you can certainly do that. Late to the game. Paul, I was just talking about you. I was like, where's Paul? Paul is late. Paul's not here. Paul, you're going to lose your gold star, man. You don't want that to happen. That's horrible. Don't let that happen to you. And Cameron, don't forget to post in there if you know what a dosa is. I think it's D-O-S-A. I think I joined at the end of the live stream. It's okay. Gabriel, you're always welcome. And guys, look, hey, I appreciate any time you show up, all kidding aside. If you're here for 2 minutes, that's great. If you can be here for the whole time, that's great. If you can watch it later on, you know, that's fine too. Just do it, okay, if you would. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Don't forget to subscribe. And Punjab dosa is available. Yeah, I knew that. Punjab, that's like a region, right, of India? Or is that Pakistan? Where's Punjab at? I got to look this up. I know I need to get off of here, but that interests me now. Punjab. See where that is. Punjab. Yeah, Punjab is in the state of India. It's a state. Oh, okay, it is a state. State of India. It's bordering Pakistan. It's the heart of India's Sikh community. Sikh community. Sikh people are really cool. I watched the whole special on Sikh people. City, okay, it's founded in the 1570s. Well, I got to go get me some dosa there. I'm from Portugal. Oh, Gabriel's from Portugal. Very cool. So in Portugal, you speak, what do you speak in Portuguese? Yeah, that's a dumb question. Portuguese, of course you do. My daughter actually had like a babysitter when she was like 2 or 3 years old, and she was Portuguese. She made all these wonderful soups and all this stuff. Very, very nice lady. Had to deal with the dryer repair guy. Oh no, it's almost easier to buy a dryer, isn't it, Paul? A whole lot simpler. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I got some filming to do. I got all my lights set up here. I got to decide if this is gonna stay for my videos or not. And I got to film today for you guys, so I should have a whole lot of good videos. A lot of stuff scheduled for you guys, a lot of good information, and I hope you enjoy it. I really appreciate everybody being here today. I went a little bit long today, longer than I thought I would. It's already almost 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. But I hope you got something out of it. If you did, put a comment in there that you got something out of this. Even if it's not live, make sure you put some type of comment in there. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified every single time I do a new video, every single time I go live.